Hi there, class. This is Ryan, and this is my project, the final presentation for the NGO. The NGO that I interviewed was Alaska Sudan Medical Project. So, Alaska Sudan Medical Project got its start in 2008 with a ambitious. It was an ambitious start from an invite for Dr. Jill Seaman. There, you see her on the right-hand side with the pigtails there, and Dr. Jack Hickel is the fellow who founded Alaska Sudan Medical Project. Dr. Seaman had been around for about 20 years. She got her start with Doctors Without Borders and had been working there for quite some time. So Dr. Jack Hickel returned to Alaska, assembled a group, and came back after only a short 10-day trip there. He realized that the infrastructure really needed some attention, and so he thought he wanted to put himself to good use. Thus began the organization. So Alaska Sudan Medical Project mission statement: saving lives through health, water, and agriculture. And this is just a few things. There are some subcategories that fall underneath their mission statement. The vision of the group, the organization, is building hope and health for life. And as you see here, a picture of them on the left, that is a well that they dug over the last 2 years and still up and running. So a lot in South Sudan, which is where the organization works. They are based out of Anchorage, but all of the work they do is in South Sudan, Old Fangak, primarily in the Jonglei state. The population of South Sudan is about 110 people, 110,000 people. It's a village alongside the Zaraf River, which is a tributary to the Nile, and due to its low altitude in the wet season, it commonly floods. So as you see there, Old Fangak is just where the small arrow is pointing to the northeastern part. It's a really small village there. County is what they call it. So some major health issues that Alaska Sudan Medical Project noticed when they first got to Old Fangak, and what Dr. Seaman had been working on for quite a while, is Kala Azar. It is a sandfly parasite, and the dosage or the medication treatment for a sandfly parasite is a heavy metal medication that has to be given twice a day for 30 days. That becomes an issue because travel time is pretty far for most, seeing as how they have to walk. Other challenges is malaria, TB, malnutrition is the second leading cause of mortality. Sanitation is obviously an issue. That's why they work to try and get the wells there. Agriculture, also another reason they want to put wells there, is to help sort of cultivate a subsistence farming and grow that as a good establishment for the villages and surrounding villages, smaller ones. Only 3.6% of the land is being cultivated, though that being said, 90% of the land is suitable for agriculture. Considering it is a wet season most year-round, the land is pretty fertile. But because they don't have the resources to get wells dug and so forth, it becomes an issue. Education is really low. Literacy level is fairly low. Only 15.9% there, as you see, of children complete primary school. On top of all of this, the tension in the country is pretty high. They've been going through a civil war for about 30 years, and over the last 10 months it has really surfaced and created a lot more tension. So as you see here, it's just another quick graph of the projects. They're digging wells, TB clinics they've started, farming pilot programs. Now in the region there are 40 farmers. There has been a school built. They are teaching the locals to come in and sort of teach. They're teaching them hygiene and health in order to pass it on to the younger primary age children. With the wells that they've dug, they still have four wells in place, and they are properly maintained and working still. So this was a letter that Jason sent me, who is the program director of Alaska Sudan Medical Project, and he wrote this letter after I got in touch with him. He was busy, flew down to Sudan, and in the beginning of September it was pretty busy, so it took a lot of effort. We actually only just corresponded this once, and he sent this letter. This is the first time they landed in South Sudan after the season. There in the skirt is Dr. Jill, and on the right-hand side in the white striped shirt is a guy by the name of Tayak, who was the pilot farmer for the program that they implemented. So this is what Jason sent to me in the letter. It was good to meet the group. Tayak, as like I said, one of the first farmers of that pilot program for agriculture, brought them seeds so they could pass along to the rest. They are apparently the agriculture is growing like wildfire, as you see here, and you notice in the writing that, like I said, 40 farmers have been implemented into this program now, and it's a pretty substantial commercial farm. So other projects going on, like I said, they have wells here. I asked him a question that I thought was concerning, was that if these projects, the well projects were going on, how did flooding affect the wells? And he said that it usually would be a case that the locals have been pretty good at making dikes and dams to reroute the water from the Zeraf River, which is pretty nice for them. So I'm not going to read all of this. It does say here they're still flowing. The hospital is full and functioning. The harvests are productive. I want to add to this that because of the Civil War breakout, a lot of people have fled. Refugees have fled to Old Fangak to seek shelter and safety. He did mention that everyone is safe and sound at this current time. So my references are the Alaska Sudan Medical Project website, which is alaskasudan.org. Jason Hahn, the program director of Alaska Sudan Medical Project, thank you a ton for giving me the information that you've given me, and the website that I gathered the rest of it from. I spoke with Dr. Jill Seaman a couple of years ago about what the work that she does. It just so happens that now I get to present this into a project. She is a phenomenal lady. If you get a chance, look her up. She was on the cover of National Geographic magazine, and it's pretty interesting, the work that she does. I also want to mention a couple other projects. They did start doing a bicycle project, which is equipped with medical equipment and vaccinations and supplies. So they are traveling and sort of shortening the distance between them and the other outlying villages, as well as collapsible boats. They had a grant and money to get boats that were also filled with equipment. So this is my project. I hope you guys enjoyed. I apologize for the time. There was a lot of information. I was really passionate about this place. In fact, I may be doing a maybe volunteering for them. I talked to Jason about it a couple of months ago. So we'll see. Anyways, thanks so much and enjoy. Good luck with class. Good luck with the rest of your careers, and maybe we'll see some of you guys around.